Hey folks, this is Ben Yessel. I'm going to make a quick video here before I teach for at least a few hours online today. This is how I'm teaching my music lessons, by the way, is all online. Well, actually, I do wear masks to some students' homes, of course. Well, but today it's all online. Um, yeah, I've heard about Joe Biden. Um, well, there's a lot about Joe Biden, but one of the things that I've heard about him is that he's going to something about making it a personal mission to stamp out racism in all government employees in the government. Some ridiculous nonsense like that. And people actually believe him. Folks, let me just try to attempt to explain how ridiculous this is. Just how silly this is. How it really is silly. It really it's absurd. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. If you understand racism like I do, let's just talk about something else that most people give a pass to these days, but shouldn't. What if you had somebody that tried to say from the Republican Party, we're going to stamp out all sexual immorality or improper thoughts about women or anything that's not Christian or something that's condemned by my church, and we're going to stamp it all out. We're going to fire people, anybody that has an improper thought sexually or improper behavior. They're all going to be gone. That's something a lot of conservatives would go for. Hey, completely morally clean government. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying, hey, that would actually be not a bad thing. But it's kind of in that arena, it's kind of becomes like a, wow, that would truly be different. But I'm also that there's a train of thought I'm thinking where I'm like, do you have any idea how impossible that is? It's impossible to go inside someone's head and analyze their every thought. That's something only like God can do, or pretty much. So it's like pretty much. So it's like that's impossible. You can't do that. You can only look at what people actually do. Um, we have things like sexual harassment in the workplace. We can, but that often goes unreported as well. There's a lot of supposedly gray area, you know. So it's impossible. What I'm trying to say, it's impossible. Um, at least how things are right now until Jesus Christ is here again. It's impossible to have a completely pure, you want to call it Puritan, you want to call it Mormon, you want to call it super strict whatever, be it Islam, Christian, Buddhist, whatever you think, whatever it is, it's like the hardcore part, hardcore version of the seventh commandment, being sexually pure, morally pure, but it being enforceable. And I do mean every little thing, including thoughts. It's the same deal with this racism idea. You can't do that, Biden, because just like sex, right? Racism is not just a right. If I'm understanding racism correctly, according to our time and era, when it's like a witch hunt, it's like a racism witch hunt, right? Just, you can't do it. You can try if someone says something, right? Just in the case of sexual harassment or whatever, if someone says something or does something, okay, you can look. There's that, but we have a very imperfect justice system. But you can have people, all kinds of people, that thinking all kinds of crap about race or other races. You can't. You can't do anything about it, Biden. It's only God Himself can do anything about it. Really. So it's just absurd, man. No, I'm not saying just like in the first case. Be it more something that maybe conservatives are largely in favor of, plus probably some Democrats as well, of course. But yeah, the lion's share of who would be about that kind of thing would probably be conservatives. So it's just uh, so Democrats, yay, no more racism. Well, according to who? According to who? And every race has their own unique way of looking at racism, somewhat too. So it's like you have that playing in too. It's impossible, man. You can't do it, Biden. You can't do it. You cannot do this. So it's just laughable, and it's gonna be it's gonna be very unfair, and it's gonna be Biden, whatever Biden thinks is racist. We have a pretty good idea what that is. We all know how not racist Biden is. Gosh. Oh yeah, he's a pillar of the community that way. Oh man. But I had to make this video, even though I have to go teach you. But because this is so silly, man. This is the world we live in. This is the way things are right now. President of the U.S. acting like a complete moron. All you can do is what is actually feasible. It is possible to build a new theme park in a city. That is definitely a big one, like Disneyland. That's more of a reality. That's more of a possibility than rooting out racism in the national government. I mean, really, it's only going to be it's going to be Biden's version of racism. It's only going to be his version, and there's other versions people have, and it's going to be subjective. And then you cannot, again, just in the case of improper sexual thoughts, you can't read it all out because it's you're gonna have racist thoughts and racist little things that go unreported. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.